Hello and welcome to Airgun Enthusiasts. Today we're going to come at you with another review. Alright, just going to get the good old gun case. Let's unlock this. Okay. So today we're going to be doing the Crossman Vigilante. Drop my pellets. So here's the Crossman Vigilante. This is a CO2 pistol. I did put a red dot scope on it, but it wouldn't fit on there alone, so I used the Crossman 1377 scope mounts because they don't work on the Crossman 1377. So I put them on here and it works pretty good. I mean, so this is a CO2 pistol. The CO2, you gotta take the handles off, and that's where you put the CO2 in. Here's the spinner. So you can shoot BBs, there's a BB clip, and pellets, there's a pellet clip. So this is not like the other revolver pistols. This one is a breech. You breech load it, and the clips are really small. It's kind of, that's one of the cons. So it's made up of this whole barrel cover. I mean, there's a barrel inside of it. You can see that inside is a metal barrel, but everything else is hard plastic. It's dual action, so you could pull it back, and then the cool thing about it is if you hold it down and press the trigger and just release it slowly, it won't fire. And it's also, you can shoot it by just pulling the trigger and it'll pull back and go on its own. So this whole assembly is metal, and this and the trigger. The covers for the CO2 is plastic, but they're actually pretty nice. They fit your hand really good. So this is the safety right here. It's just like a Crossman 1377 safety. You push it, now it's off safety, and then you push it to get safe on, push it off. It's the same, but to get the safety on, you kind of have to pull the trigger back and then push it, because there's, if you can see, there's a little brick thing, this thing right there. That's the safety, so it doesn't like hit the CO2 or ignition or whatever you want to call it. So let's load it up and take a shot. So let me grab my CO2 cartridge. Today we're only going to be doing about 6 shots. It's going to be, we'll do 16, 6 BBs and 10 pellets, so I can try and use up my CO2. So to load the CO2, you screw this holder all the way to the bottom, put the CO2 in with the end going in the hole, and what I do so it releases as little CO2 as possible is I twist it until it like, it's hard to twist with a little pressure, and then you twist it really fast, and then it's good. So let's put these handles back on. There's a freaking crow over there. So let's get the ammo. Alright. So here are the BBs. I'm using 6,000 case. And these are some Crossman pointed pellets I got with my Pump Master, which I'll do a review on soon. Probably going to do it right after this and post them back to back. So let's load this with some BBs. You have to load it with the side that looks like there's 3 holes. Those are like 3 holes, the clothespins. I mean, that would hold the BBs in there. So 6 BBs. Push them in. And if a BB doesn't fit in, if it falls out, the clip, don't worry. It's just an odd-shaped BB. Don't say, oh, my clip's broken, I have to go buy another one. But you can buy additional clips, but you can't find them at the sports stores or whatever. You'd have to go to Crossman.com or Amazon. Alright, so let's put 10 of these in, like so. You push them in the back so that they'll fire straight, and so as little air as or a little CO2 as possible is blown out the sides. Whoop. So I just actually put this red dot sight on, and I haven't scoped it in yet, so let's just see what happens. If I miss, I miss. Alright. So for the BBs, we're going to pull the hammer back each time, and for the pellets, we're only going to pull it back for the first time. So I'll do 3 of you watching me shoot, and 3 of you up by the milk carton, which I'm shooting at. So here we go. Safety off. Pull it back. Red dot is on. So I think that was a miss. I got it that time. And I think I got it again. So let's bring you up to that target. Okay. So this is what I'm shooting at. This is an old rotten hay bale. I've had this for about 2 years now. That plate I used for scoping in my pump master for this video. So, oh, it looks like I got it all 3 times. Huh. Oh, actually 4. That's weird. Oh, I must have gotten it 2 times. So, let's get there. You can see that. I'm going to try and shoot right there. So, 3 more shots. Let's see if this works. I got it that time. Got it again. Huh. It's pretty good for not being scoped in. Let's see. Where are they? 1, 2. Okay, so I see. So I got it 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I got it right where it says fat free. So now let's go back to my table and let's load up with some pellets. So I'm just gonna do the rest here so it's less of a hassle. Get it on my stand and reload it. Reloading is actually pretty fast. This button is probably harder to push for kids, like smaller kids, I guess. But once you get a hang of it, I got a strategy, I guess. I just can do it. So, and this thing can spin by your finger, just no effort. If you wanted to play Russian roulette or something, it does not spin the other way. So we're gonna cock it for the first time, and we're gonna start a shooting. And when you hear that sound, that means you're out. So it's gonna sound, oh, I got one more. So it's gonna sound like that. If there's nothing in it, it's just gonna sound like there's just plain air coming out. So is that in there? It's gotta be in there. So I got that one out. Oh, I guess I didn't. Huh. And we'll shoot that later. So you'll know when it runs out of CO2. It'll start sounding quieter. Right now it's about 55 degrees out, so not your ideal temperature for CO2. The most ideal temperature where I get my peak FPS is around 70 degrees. This thing's FPS, I believe, is 465 on the package. I'll have to put that in the comments. So, alright, so that's the Crossman Vigilante with additional red dot scope. Thanks for watching.